made that sort of work. That's pretty good. We got the bad ending. Oh god, that's not. I don't think I have fingers that can mash the fire button in under 10 minutes. Okay, so we need to find another arcade game.
Oh, what's up, Simeon? Wait, can you hear me? Is this working? I think it's working. This new expansion sucks a lot less than previous expansions. Hearthstone is like a mildly malevolent, right? A mildly malevolent Monopoly. Like, Magic the Gathering is probably a better game, but like, I'm not gonna play Magic the Gathering because it takes too fucking long and you can't play it on a phone. I'm too casual for Magic the Gathering. Gwent is beautiful and cheap, and it's just like not fun. Like, I've tried so many times to play Gwent, and it's just not that fun. Like, I can't do it because it's not fun enough. Like, I didn't even look at auto chess because it, like, one of the reasons I don't like JRPGs is because I feel like JRPGs, you spend a shitload of time just, like, sitting and watching, like, the pretty graphics. And, like, auto chess gives me that same feeling. Like, what are you actually doing? Like, you're spending a lot of time not actually making any decisions, like, not actually playing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, there's a difference between, like, watching a movie and playing a game, you know? What's up, Wada? I guess you're not playing Hearthstone anymore, Wada, huh? The new expansion actually has a lot of good cards. The problem with the new expansion is that Control Warrior dominates in Standard and Big Priest dominates in Wild. So even though there's like really cool, powerful new cards, unless they nerf something, you still end up losing to the old decks. I believe Artifact is dead. I don't think that it's coming back. I mean, does somebody know something that I don't? What is that? I thought Valve would spend the money too, but like they have not done shit as far as I know. I mean, you know, I mean, maybe they're doing something behind the scenes, but I feel like I feel like they're just fucked. I mean, like that's it, right? Like, are they willing to invest the money to reboot, especially given that they have like, you know, I mean, I guess I'm going to be an MBA like asshole here, you know, like, I mean, Artifact has negative brand equity, right? I mean, like, you are better off just creating the game and calling it some completely different than calling it Artifact. Like, am I wrong there, you know? So I just, it does not, I cannot see how they come back, you know? Business sucks. Everybody's slow. Yeah, this is just such a bad idea to do this time. I really fucked this up. We have, you know, like, we have locked pretty much all of them. Like, is it true that literally every Marvel movie that's come out with the display have we made the display? I don't know if that's 100% true, but I think if you actually, like, if you made a list of all the Marvel movies that have been released, and then you ask how many of those movie displays we did, it's probably over 80%. Like, seriously. I'm not even exaggerating right now. Like, we've done at least 70%. We might have done like 80+% of them. Because all those big movies with, like, you know, that are like that have like the really big promotion, like, they have to, like, a big splashy design, like, we have to manufacture it. They can't get it manufactured by anybody else fast enough. Like, if you have a display that has like 20 to 30, well, I mean, like, so I think of it in terms of like 20 or 30 forms. So just imagine, like, each display is a display could be made up of like 50 different pieces, right? But they're laid out on like 20 different sheets of cardboard, like 20 or 30 sheets of cardboard, and they need to do, like, actually almost any quantity, where they're doing like 20 plus forms, and they need it out, you know, on their normal timetable, like a week. You can't go anywhere else. You have to go to us, because nobody else can set them up and run them fast enough. Also, nobody. Well, I mean, yeah, that's basically true. Now, if you have a month to do it, you could take it somewhere else, but they never have a month to do it. Even, you know, like, you would think that this movie, which has been planned for years and it's probably taken 6 months just in post-production special effects, you would think that they would have the design figured out, but they never do. It's always a rush job, and because of that, that's why we have that lock. We do not know because we don't deal with Disney. Thank God. I've had people ask me before, why don't we go direct? Why don't we cut out the marketing agency that does the designs? We will never... Like, I personally, I do not want to be going up to fucking Burbank and dealing with those assholes. No, no, no. We know they're assholes. Our customer is, depending on your perspective, you might think of him as an asshole. He is certainly very aggressive. I have a lot of respect for our customer. He's super smart. He has skills that I clearly lack. He is one of the best salespeople I've ever met in my life. Holy shit. It's like not even funny how good of a salesman he is. Oh fuck, man. I would hate to ever have to compete against him. But he doesn't know how to run manufacturing. He's never had to run manufacturing. He's always had a manufacturing partner. And he doesn't know how to do it. And he's smart enough to know that he doesn't know. And he stays the fuck out of it. So even though he could make more money if he set up his own plant, he's never done it. He's always partnered with someone else to do the manufacturing, or he doesn't do the manufacturing because he's too risk averse to spend, like $5 million on machinery, and he just does not know how to run like production people. Like, may have to fly out to Nigeria. Are you sure you want to go there? Are you sure? Not to be racist or nothing, but I'm never going to Africa. You can tell me how it is. I've never been to Nigeria. I don't know a whole lot about them. They have a history. I mean, like, why are you going over there? I mean, the main reason that people usually go over there is because of like oil, right? But you're not in the petroleum business, are you? You know that Nigeria is dirty as fuck in terms of corruption, right? I mean, like, they're not dirt poor. Like, they have infrastructure. But, like, I don't know. I mean, who controls Nigeria now? Let me see. Are you still working for that weird company? Like, I'm trying to remember, like, what the deal is with Nigeria, if, like, the current leadership is, like, you know, involved in some egregious violation of human rights or not, and I just can't remember, Simeon. It's not like it's not like I know for sure yes or no, it's that I can't remember. You know, like, I mean, this is where you realize I'm a real asshole, but maybe you kind of figured this already. You know, it's like, I try not to read too much news about Africa, because I figure it's not worth my time, because the way I see it is like the entire continent is fucked for like another 20, 30 years. And if they get unfucked, it's going to actually be because of China rather than anything that the U.S. does, because we don't know what the fuck we're doing in terms of like a strategy for Africa at all. I mean, like, China has a strategy. Their strategy is, you know, they're willing to do deals with everyone, and they don't give a shit about human rights, but they're going to build a lot of infrastructure as long as you use a Chinese company to build the infrastructure with, right? Now, the thing about what happens when a country ends up, like, theoretically owning another country is that what they find out is, like, ownership rights don't matter, right? I mean, like, they kind of do, but they kind of don't. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but it's sort of like, you think you own stuff, and then it turns out that if you have something that the actual government wants, you don't own shit. Because, like, you can't do, like, European style, like, you know, like, you can't do 19th century European style colonialism anymore. Like, you can't go to war, like, in the same way that you used to be able to. Oh shit, he's gonna fuck me in the ass right now. Oh no! Oh wait, no, he can't cast that, like... Okay. He still has to run this thing into it. Okay, he's playing some kind of ridiculous control deck, it looks like. Wow. Fine. How are you going to react when Trump wins in 2020? I mean, like, I know people talk like this all the time, and everybody knows that they're full of shit. But, like, seriously, if Trump wins in 2020, I am... Because waifu and I have already talked about this, and we both said, like... I don't know how to say this in a really diplomatic way that doesn't sound like I'm a crazy person. But you know, like, white supremacy is a thing, right? And we are both concerned with the direction of the country, and like, we are both very sensitive to what, like, institutional racism looks like. And so, I guess to finish that thought, which I didn't actually finish, if Trump gets reelected, we're going to be, like, kind of watching what's going on in the country, because we're going to be worried about whether we have to leave. Like, not really exaggerating. Like, genuinely, we've talked about this. Is there a point where we're going to have to leave because we're worried about our personal safety? Will this activate this guy? No, it won't. Okay, he dies. Good. What are you and the wife doing for winter? No, my wife is expecting. She's due in the end of November. So where are we going? We're like, we're staying at home. We're not doing shit. We're gonna be boring people. No, waifu's too pregnant to want to travel anymore. We went to Hawaii like earlier this year, And she was like not extremely happy. It was for a family vacation, like with my parents and my sister's family. And okay, so what do you do in Hawaii when, first of all, she doesn't like, she can't swim. Waifu is accusing me of telling untruths.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, who is that?
It's Scribble. Tits, what's up? And Moose.
Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit, otherwise I probably can't hear you.
Oh, well, we're on my phone.
And in Alaska. Where the fuck are you?
Oh, you guys are in Alaska. Holy shit. Really?
Yes!
All of you?
Yes!
No, we're just fucking with you. This is all pre-recorded like our streams.
Oh my god. Wow, that's awesome.
We invited you, but your grandma.
Yeah, sorry. She was 100.
Yeah.
Life ended.
We've been getting really drunk.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Oh good. That's okay.
Did you take the other one?
The fallen one. It's probably best you didn't come to this.
Killed your little Asian body without help.
Way to make me feel welcome as always, man.
Hey, I ain't good. Hey, fuck you. I'm
Moose is over there humping a handle of Crown Apple Royal.
He said he needed that. That's silence.
He has nothing.
He was just trying to suffocate himself.
He's trying to put his head in the bag. But yeah, Tits, we saw you were on, and I figured I'd say hello.
No, very cool.
Yeah.
No, you should.
Excuse me, what?
You should not do these guys off. You know what that is? Not that.
But yeah. No, not really much other than hello.
Good talk, guys.
Yeah, basically. We're probably gonna stream some Mario Party tonight, or maybe WWE. So, you know.
Walk in here.
So you guys gonna be on a little later? Like, Waifu and I are gonna go to. We're gonna go get dinner, and then we're gonna. This is how you know you're a boring fucking married couple. After we get dinner, I think we're gonna go to Target, and then after Target, we're gonna go to Costco.
Listen to me, Tits. I'm already in that life.
I love it.
The trip to Target is a trip that I dread.
Instead of Costco, make it like fucking vegetables or something that's back in die.
Wait, I can't hear what he said. What did he say?
He said something about
Instead of Costco, have it be Marshalls or Home Goods, and that's back in die.
Oh.
Fred fucking fingers. But yeah, yeah, it'll be later. What do you think? Like 8 o'clock our time?
Yeah.
Right about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 3-ish hours. You got plenty of time to go do stuff.
The thing is, if you're alive at that time.
That is true. I am often. Well, are they still going to be alive? Is that what he was saying? I didn't hear what he said. Sorry.
No, are you going to be alive?
I think
In 3
theoretically,
hours.
I will still be awake in 3 hours. 3 hours is 9 p.m. I don't go to bed that early.
Okay, cool. Then, yeah, we'll probably stream right around then.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright, fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna hop off. But it's been good
Yeah.
talking, Tits.
Yeah. We'll talk more.
Alright. Absolutely. Take care, sir.
Take it easy, dude.
Everyone hates you. You're a faggot.
When will you take your son or daughter to their first rave? It's actually a daughter, and you know, by the time they're old enough, I bet raves won't exist anymore, right? I mean, like, seriously. Oh, I should have done this faster. You know, raves might be all like entirely conducted in like VR or something. Sammy, and think about where VR is going to be in like 10 years. Do you believe that like VR is like? I think VR is actually going to happen. I don't know about other people. Like, I think it's going to happen. I'm not sure that it happens like next year, but I can see it happening in like 5 years, 10 years. You know. I don't know what app are you talking about? I'm probably gonna lose this game because this guy's probably playing Big Priest. What is that? That looks like very psychedelic. Oh, okay. I see what it is. You know, like, this is gonna sound sad, but like, I actually genuinely miss like going to raves, or like just like big room parties in general. Like the parties I used to go to where it's like really dark and just a really big dance floor, and I could just be there for like 6+ hours or whatever. Like, it's kind of like, it sounds like really sad and pathetic, but they were a lot of fun. And it wasn't even necessarily about like, well, actually I didn't take any drugs or drink when I was doing those, so like obviously it wasn't really about substances for me. It was just like I really like dancing, and I really like techno. I really like dance music played on a really big sound system, and I do miss it. He's gonna play that 6-cost card, generates a 5/5. Oh no! I am totally wrong. I'm wrong! Okay, so he is not playing Big Priest, which means that I have a much better chance of winning. You know, I wonder, is he playing some kind of a trick? What is he doing? Is he actually playing Big Priest? And he just got this fucker in there to fuck around with me? Waifu can read Chinese. Do you want her to read something for you? She's not very good at explaining things, though. Okay, I'm dead. I'm just gonna concede now. I actually need to go. Okay, let me see if I let me go find her. I'll be right back. Hold on, you didn't leave yet, did you? If you left already, waifu's gonna be pissed because I made her get up off the couch. Okay, what do you want her to read?
Something boring.
Did you hear her? She said something boring.
Like Bahamas.
Bahamas what? This guy lives at... You have to be nice to him. If we go to the Bahamas, he's going to take care of us. I think you are sufficiently motivated then, right?
Is there something about like future ambassador and teenagers in Bahamas? They plan what I think the tree near the coast.
They planted a tree near the coast.
No. There's a special kind of tree near the coast. Mangrove.
Mangrove trees?
Yeah.
They planted mangrove trees?
Yeah. Together.
That's all it says? He said are they Chinese kids? The NGO the girlfriend and I do work for hosted some Chinese kids to do some environmental stuff. Okay, so it says they planted some mangroves. This? No, this is the website. Okay, what else?
No, they talk about like why mangrove trees is important.
They talk about why mangrove trees are important. What else?
Something we call Queen's Bay.
Something Queen's Bay? What's Queen's Bay?
I don't know that place. They planted 300 trees.
They planted 300 trees in Queen's Bay. I told you she's very bad at explaining things.
Yeah.
That's it?
Wait,
there's more. Who's this bald guy with a big white beard?
Some like environmentalist for the water, Joe.
That's Joe Darville, environmentalist for the water.
I don't know. Like they talk about how do you plant the trees.
How to plant the trees? How do you plant mangrove trees?
Yeah.
What's the 80%?
So for another of their project, about 80% of trees survive.
About 80% of the trees survived on another project?
Yeah.
Okay, what else? How old is that girl?
She looks young.
Yes, she looks young.
Let me see where I think the school is from Beijing, is it?
The school is from Beijing? Where does it say?
Beijing number 11 school.
Beijing number 11 school. Okay, what else? That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Okay, you need anything else, Simeon? They said they look like middle school. I don't know. I'm not very good at telling how old girls are, especially not Asian girls. Oh, if the school has a number on it, it's usually a middle school or high school. Okay. Alright, Sim. We're gonna head out. Marco. Oh, do you want to see a pretty girl? Get this DJ. This one! How can you miss her? Huh? Oh, you need to look at her close up? Hold on. Oh yeah, she's very hot. You know, I'm not sure how popular she is.
Okay,
She is
so
popular.